Welcome, dear viewer. You are watching Rose Squad Reviews, and today we are going to divert from our usual way of doing things. For one, I'm going to stop speaking in a somewhat distorted British accent, and today we are going to review a manga instead of an anime. I know, manga and anime are pretty similar, but this one doesn't have an anime counterpart, and it's a manga that I've recently got into. So I'm going to do a review on it, and I know that we've kind of promised you all to do reviews other than just anime, and we've somewhat not quite delivered on that aspect yet. We have done a couple manga reviews, especially on the blog, and then like one movie review and one TV show review. But I hope to very soon get into some book reviews, since books are like my love life, pretty much. And I have a selection of books from my personal collection that I will be reviewing, hopefully, soon. Emphasis on hopefully. So you can kind of get a little glimpse into my childhood and kind of the books that I grew up reading. So get excited for that, because it's gonna be good. And so, as promised, we're going to do a manga review, and that review will be over the manga Wild Ones. And this is your main character here on the front, and her name is Sachi Wakamura, and she is just about 15 when the story starts, and at the beginning of the story she's just been orphaned, and her grandfather comes and offers to take care of her. Now this comes to a surprise to Sachi for two reasons. One being her grandfather is actually alive, she didn't know he existed before this, and two, he is a Yakuza boss. And so you have that whole situation, plus a cute bodyguard, and you've got a sure recipe for a standard shoujo with a twist. And Sachi as a character, I didn't really think there was anything spectacular about her. She's kind of your standard shoujo heroine. So, I mean, didn't really stand out, but maybe that's just me, which is very possible. But also, on the other hand, anime has plenty of pink-haired, flamboyant people running around, so why not have one that's just a little bit regular this time? Yeah. Okay. And her bodyguard, Rikuto, is pictured here in a very... it's kind of seductive, actually. And Rikuto kind of reminded me of Yuki from Fruits Basket. I mean, he kind of looks like him, and then he's like the most popular guy at school. He's a student council body president, and he has kind of this little habit of like smiling when he says something kind of threatening that Yuki does. I'm gonna preface this with saying that I really enjoyed reading this manga. I promise you, I really did. It's just that a lot of it seemed kind of cliche and stuff that I've read before. Like, most of the plot events were plot events that you would expect to find and have found in pretty much every high school-based shoujo romance manga ever. For example, you have Valentine's Day, school festival, and all the love triangles. Thankfully, the Yakuza element felt fresh and original, and it added a much welcome and needed twist to the whole atmosphere of the manga. I think we can all say that the ending for this manga was not a surprise at all. Like, page 1, you could see it coming. It's not a bad thing, but yeah, we all know what was going to happen, but I still would have liked to have had a little bit more details about the characters' futures. So it's like, you know what's going to happen, but you don't know concrete what's going to happen. As you've probably figured out by now, this manga deals with some gang-related activity. The Yakuza are kind of like the gang system in Japan. So nothing ever gets like violent or anything, but that's just something you should know about. Also, there are a few instances where characters are shown in states of undress, kind of for humor. Nothing like crude is shown or anything, but if somebody reads over your shoulder while you're looking at this panel, an awkward conversation could ensue, so I'm just letting you know there. On the bright side of things, guys, we're going to bring back the humor heading for this one. This is because most of the humor is kind of based off of Japanese culture or Yakuza traditions. So if you know what this information is previously, the jokes are funny. I enjoyed a lot of the jokes. There were a couple that I didn't get. And so if you, like me, don't quite know all the things there are to know about Japanese culture or the Yakuza, I would suggest that you check out the handy-dandy little cultural side notes included in the back of the volumes, because they are immensely helpful in figuring out what in the world is going on. You can get the jokes and also learn some things about Japanese culture. This being my first manga review video, I'm going to explain this a little bit. So, usually around this time, if it were an anime review, I would be talking about the sights and sounds. As it were, there are not really any sounds in manga because it is book form. So we just have the sights, and I've kind of changed that to be visuals. So now I'm going to talk about the art style. And I don't know if it was just Rakuto, but the style did kind of seem similar to Fruits Basket. And also, fun fact, there's a character who looks like Shigure from Fruits Basket. You can see the resemblance there. Also, I especially enjoyed how the mangaka portrayed the Yakuza members, because they looked sufficiently frightening and simultaneously endearing. And just a few side notes to kind of finish things up and pull it all together in a little bow. This is in fact a completed manga, and it has about 10 volumes, and it is licensed in English, so you can do what I did and pick it up from your local library or bookstore. Well, that's all I have for today. For your viewing personal pleasure, I will have a link in the box below to our blog for a written version of this review, if you so desire. And yeah. Bye.